Okay, this is a tutorial for week 13, chapter 12, the CD collection solution. Inside of chapter 12 is an access database folder. We'll be using the CD access database, and then the CD collection solution, which I've already opened up, which is just a form that says CD collection in the title and no code. So some of you are having issues on connecting to the Access database, so I thought I'd show you how to do that again. So when you open it up, you're going to go to the Data tab in Visual Studio, Add New Data Source. There's three options: Database, Service, and Object. You want to select Database, Next. Data set should be selected on this screen, Next. Then you want to make sure and select New Connection. Then you need to click the Change button. If you do not click the Change button here, that can cause some problems on connecting to the database. Because right now the default is SQL Server. We're going to connect to the Access database source. So click Change. Change it from Microsoft SQL Server Compact 3.5 to Microsoft Access database file. Then click OK. Then you'll see a button for Browse. You want to click on that. Browse out to the CD database, the CD Access database. You can test your connection. Click OK. So we've now successfully connected to the Access database, cd.acdb. We're going to continue on by hitting Next. It's going to prompt you. It says the connection you selected uses a local data file that is not in the current project. Would you like to copy this into your project and modify the connection? If you copy the data file to your project, it will be copied to the project's output directory each time to run the application. I'm going to go ahead and do yes. I want it to bring it into my solution, which it has over here now in the right side. The next screen is a connection string name. Just leave it as it is. It should say CD connection string. Click Next. Here's a crucial screen as well. You want to connect to the proper table. And you're going to hit this plus button here, and then click the box to the left of the TBL CDS, which is the table that we're using with the proper fields: CD name, artist, and price. So again, just check this. Once you check it, you can then click Finish. Now we've successfully brought in the database, connected to it. Here is the configuration file. Now on the left side of your screen, you want to hover over the data sources. I'm going to go ahead and pin mine here to see it better. Expand the table to make sure everything's there. You can also right click here and preview the data. But what you want to do is click on this table, click and hold, and drag it to your form. Resize the table data grid that it added here, the data grid view. Then you want to go to the auto column sizing, the auto size columns mode, from none to fill. Now I'm going to go ahead and run the application without doing any more code, because the last podcast I focused more maybe on the code, and so you can go back and look at that. This podcast is specifically so you can see the connection to the database maybe more clearly, database connection. So you'll notice everything's coming in properly here. I can navigate in the navigation bar all the data. For the further exercise here, please watch the other podcasts in week 13 folder. which talks about the saving and also searching functionality. So that concludes extra tutorial here in week 13 for those of you needing help on connecting to the Access database. I hope it helped. Thank you. Have a great week.